Hello and welcome to the I Am podcast for the Independent American Mama. I am your host, Rianna Mysliwiec. This is the last week of the winter season, and I am so excited for spring. We got our garden bed, we thinned out much of the overgrowth, and I can't wait to start planting seeds. We are pretty late in our starts, but better late than never. Today, we're going to reflect on the past few months, talk about the changes the season brings, and look ahead to what this new season might hold for us. So let's get started. We are standing at the crossroad of the seasons. And oh my goodness, am I excited to get into spring. The winter months teach us so much. We can get overcome with the emotions and the adrenaline in this fast-paced world of building, creating, executing, growing. When winter hits, for some, it may hit like a ton of bricks. But for me, I love seeing the signs of winter because it is nature reminding me to slow down, prepare for your next steps. Winter has always been the teacher of patience, reminding us that the good things come to those that wait. It also teaches us to adapt and adjust. Just as we need to start bundling up, winterizing our homes, pulling out the winter coats and thicker blankets, it's also a time for us to look inwards and to adjust our methods and our routines. The reason I bring all of this up right now is because I want us all to remember what we all just experienced. How did you adapt? How did you adjust to this season? What did you do to prepare yourself for the spring season that is approaching fast? Winter encourages us to slow down, take a breather, and it encourages us to take a moment to express gratitude for the things that we have, like our warm clothes, our warm homes, and our warm beds, our loved ones that we are surrounded with each and every day. When I was doing the 75-day challenge, there were days I was outside walking in the cold while my husband and children were inside the house enjoying the warm, cozy beds with the cozy blankets, the yummy pizza slices, and I was standing outside working out in the cold, chilly, windy air. And in that moment, I kid you not, I could not wait to get back inside. I was upset at myself for waiting all day long to go out, but I had to get the job done. I was continually checking my timer, which made it even longer, if you know what I mean. So, but I continually checked that timer so that I knew as soon as that timer goes off, I could run inside and enjoy that warmth with my family. I was so grateful for that warm shelter we had at the time. This winter was hard. If it was hard for me, I'm assuming it was also hard for everybody else. It was super hard for me. The time that I slipped on the packed snow while walking down my stairs, and I swear I told you guys this story. But the time that I slipped on that packed snow walking down my stairs, I ended up bruising my arm and my back. I was grateful to know that I was still able to get up, continue walking, go about my day, go about my week. It was painful, but regardless of that pain that I was feeling and what I had just experienced, I was still able to continue moving forward. I didn't lose my challenge. I didn't stop. I didn't quit. I kept going, and I'm grateful for the ability I had in that time to keep going. Now, if I was somebody else, maybe I wouldn't have been able to, but I am grateful that I was able to. And I'm grateful to know that the cold air was quickly leaving. We felt warmer air each and every day. Today it was in the 70s, I think. It was really warm and super nice. We only had that cold for a little while. It was really harsh. And so I'm really glad that now we're starting to feel that warm air. Sometimes the hard things that we go through can seem never ending. The days can seem so very long, but being able to recognize the simple, small pleasures that we have on those hard days really gives you a perspective I think is valuable in going into a new season and a new year. There's a reason why the new year encourages new goals and dreams, aspirations, time to explore new outlets for self expression. So I hope you can take a moment this week to embrace whatever lessons of winter you have been blessed with an open heart and a warm spirit. Surprisingly, it is also a season of growth. What is something that you've experienced? Is there something going on right now that you can learn something from? I think there is, because I believe there's something to learn all the time. Even when things seem great and everything is seeming to work out for you in every aspect, there is definitely something for you to learn in this moment. The last couple of months on this podcast, you have heard from some amazing mamas who all believe the same thing, that they're doing the best they can, and they know there is more to learn and there is more room for them to grow. Season 1 of the I Am podcast has been a great one. If you haven't had the chance to listen to season 1, go back and have a listen. I plan on having them back for follow-up chats in the near future. And if there is one speaker in specific that you would like to hear from again, please send us a message and let us know. They are excited to get back on and answer questions and expand more for you. Season 2 is going to bring some incredible mamas with some great topics. Since we've just had a time of change, the sun is out a lot earlier and stays out a lot longer than during the winter months. My goal is to help a mom straighten her crown and get back in her game. I never felt like I had someone who truly wanted me to thrive in my own power as a mom. I had to be someone specific, act a specific way, and the love bombing I received was rarely ever selfless. So I want to be able to be a voice of love and support for someone who is struggling, who just wants a lift. And I don't even have to know who you are. I don't even need to know your name and how low you might be feeling in your life right now in order to shower you with this love and support. And I'm not asking for anything in return. Just listen, grow, and keep growing. Use your strength to give power to someone else. You are a queen, and I want you to feel that in this coming season on this podcast. If you are like me and get a burst of motivation when spring approaches and you want to grow a garden, get your kids outside more, learn to budget better, learn to balance your priorities and your checkbook, and give yourself those moments of self-care so you don't get overwhelmed and overlooked in your life, stay tuned. There are some great ways that we can all embrace the upcoming season and make the most of its fresh start. Embracing the upcoming season, though, can be rejuvenating. We are going to talk a lot about setting new goals and intentions, reflecting on your aspirations, and setting some realistic and achievable goals, utilizing the new season as a catalyst for change and for growth. We will talk about creating a vision board and writing down your objectives to keep them in sight and in your mind so you can see real results. We will dive deep into spring cleaning, a physical cleanup that can lead to your mental clarity, something I know I look forward to every season, not just spring. I do summer cleanups I do autumn cleanups. I Every season is there's it's a good time for cleaning. Organizing your living space, your work area, your digital environment even. That's a big one, especially for me, just organizing my email list and my text messages and refreshing my OneDrive and just really cleaning things up in my digital world too is so important because a lot of my work is online. So I really want to clean up my space there too. So not just your living space in your work area, but your digital environment as well. Also, donating items that you no longer need or that no longer serves you. This can help you feel refreshed and focused for a more productive time. We will talk about updating your routines. The changing seasons can be a perfect time to review and adjust your daily routines. Whether it's incorporating more outdoor activities, adjusting your sleep schedule, which by the way, I'm working on right now too, trying new recipes, small changes that can have a significant impact on your overall well being. I want to really see some focus on embracing the season's activities. I want to explore engaging in activities that are specific to spring. This could mean like planting a garden, going on nature walks, taking scenic drives to see what things are popping up early, what's new, and maybe what's taking a little longer than the rest. Stimulating our minds by learning something new, a new skill or a hobby, something that complements the spring season. For example, if you, let's see, have never thought about doing a garden, but maybe this could be the year. Maybe this is the year that you will learn how to grow a garden or how to make sourdough bread. Maybe you can learn how to be a photographer and capture the beauty of spring and capture memories for family or any other activity that really resonates with you. I will definitely be making sure that we touch on practicing mindfulness and gratitude, to take some time to appreciate the unique qualities of spring. Practice mindfulness by observing the changes in the environment, such as the budding of the flowers and the leaves, the birds that are flying north. Keeping a gratitude journal also to remind yourself of the things that you appreciate daily. I know if we can practice mindfulness and gratitude, you will have a much stronger grasp on reality and life. We will jump into things like refreshing your wardrobe, transitioning your outfits to lift your spirit, prepare for the months ahead, adjusting your diet, working with the fruits and vegetables in season, what to start growing to enjoy in the near future. And a big one is to dive into how to nurture your relationships. Big one. Using the change of seasons as an opportunity to reconnect with family and friends. You can plan outdoor activities, gatherings, seasonal activities like Easter, or simply just reach out to the loved ones that you haven't spoken to in a while. By embracing these changes and incorporating new practices into your life, you can make the most of spring's fresh start and create a positive outlook for the months ahead, not only for yourself, but for your family. I cannot wait to share all of this with you guys. But what about you? What are you most looking forward to this spring? Let's set our intentions together. You should message us below for what you're planning on or hoping for. Let's make this spring a time for growth, joy, and discovery. And remember, I'm here with you every step of the way. And this brings us to the end of today's episode. With that, our loving, grateful farewell to winter. Thank you for spending this time in reflection of our past and for walking into spring with our hearts and our minds wide open. Your support means the world to me, and I'm so excited to embark on this new journey together. Before we part, I want to hear from you, your reflections, your hopes for spring, and what you'd like to hear on the podcast. Reach out here on Spotify, Facebook, or Instagram, and let's keep this conversation going. Thank you for listening to season 1 of the I Am podcast for the Independent American Mama. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review our podcast. Your feedback helps me grow and reach more listeners like yourself. Until next time, take care and embrace the change.